Bitcoin is holding 92K. We just had 3 big candle closes. We're going to go over them and I'm going to let you know why we could be making a run towards 100K. Welcome back to Flex Candle, where we read the candles and flex the moves. Right now it's about 7:45 p.m. Eastern time and the price of Bitcoin is currently at 92,054. We're going to start off here with a 3-week chart. This candle closed today. We have a green engulfing candle. This could be tweezer bottoms here, and it looks like we're headed towards this 21 moving average, which is currently at 100,364. The stochastics RSI are fully reset and we're starting to point up. We take a look at the 2-week chart. We see that the stochastics are also reset. We're starting to point up. We were able to stay above this 50 moving average at 87,637. We closed green as well, green engulfing candle. Now it looks like we're headed towards this 21 moving average at 103,564. We take a look at the weekly chart. This one, it looks reset. It's been dragging here for a while, but we're starting to point up. This is big with the 3-week, the 2-week, and the weekly all pointing up. It looks like we'll be making some type of a big move. We've been able to hold above the 100 moving average at 86,499. We closed right below the 80 moving average, which was at 91,921, and now we're starting to get above it. It looks like we might be making a run towards this 50 moving average at 101,449. It'll be interesting to see what happens there. Will we get rejected or can we continue to go up from there? Now we still got to keep in mind that this is a possible bear flag here. So even if we make a pump up, that doesn't mean that we can't roll over eventually. Remember, this is the weekly time frame. This could take a long time to play out, so we have to keep that in mind. But I do expect some type of a pump to happen pretty soon. Let's take a look at the other time frames really quickly, and if we take a look at the 6-day chart, look at this. This is beautiful. Stochastics RSI pointing up, RSI pointing up. We're above the 100 moving average. It looks like the next line to cross is the 80 moving average. That's at 97K. We take a look at the 4-day chart. This candle just closed a green engulfing candle. We're making it towards this 21 moving average at 94,353. Now remember, there's major resistance at 94,500, so we can't get too happy until we cross that. But if we do cross the 94,500 with closing candles, that's where we could possibly make that run to 100K. Now on the 3-day chart, we closed the candle above the 200 moving average. This is big. The only thing I'm not liking is that stochastics RSI are getting a little bit toppy, but look, we crossed the 200 and the 21 at the moment. The next line that we need to cross is this 100 moving average at 102,880. This is beautiful here. If we take a look at the 2-day chart, I've been talking to you guys about a double bottom for a while here, and it's starting to play out. This is actually an Adam and Eve double bottom. You see the V here and then a circle bottom. We crossed the 21 moving average. This is going to be another candle above the 21 moving average. The next line for us to cross is that 50 moving average at 91,126. We're starting to get a little toppy, but we could definitely drag here for a while. Now on the daily chart, stochastics also getting toppy here, but look, we've been able to close 4 candles so far above the 21 moving average. This is our second candle above the 50 moving average. I told you guys about a possible inverted head and shoulder, left shoulder head, right shoulder, getting us way above the 50 moving average. That has happened. That's a winning trade there. It looks like we're going towards the 80 moving average. That's at 95,549. With the stochastics being toppy, I would expect some resistance there, and then for us to possibly, play out there, go a little bit sideways. We will be away from the 21 moving average. That's going to be the big test. What's going to happen after we reach that 80 moving average there? Now the other time frames really quickly, if we take a look at the 22-hour time frame, we've been able to cross all the moving averages, the 21, the 50, the 80, the 100. The next one is going to be this 200 moving average. That's at 99,828. We're starting to get a little toppy here. Even RSI is starting to get a little toppy. Now with the VRVP, we could see that we're right here. Now there's a gap here until the next one, and that's coincidentally at around 95K, which I do expect some type of resistance. Again, if we could blast through that, there's a gap here. That means that from here we could fly up to this one, and that's around that 102K. So that's what I'm saying, where it's possible we could fly up to 100K here. We take a look at the 8-hour chart. Stochastics are starting to get toppy. This could roll over. I was telling you guys yesterday, it looks like we're headed towards this 200 moving average, and look, we're not too far. That's currently at 92,840. We're right now at 92,325. So it looks like we're going to be hitting it there, and then possibly we might reject and cool off for a little bit. We're starting to get far away from the 21 moving average. That's fine. On the 4-hour chart, yesterday I left you guys here with a ascending triangle. I was telling you guys this is a flat top, and we were getting higher lows, higher lows, higher lows. This measure move takes us to 94K. As you can see, this is already a winning trade. We made it as far as 92,338. So congratulations on whoever took this trade. You want to take profits now, or if you want to continue holding until we hit hit that full measured move. I do expect some resistance at that point. Look at the stochastics RSI. They're starting to roll back up. So it looks like we might hit that full measured move there. 21 moving average is currently at 90,213. Now, guys, before I continue, I wanted to give you guys this big promotion that Blowfin is having. Blowfin is a no KYC crypto exchange. They're giving up to $1,000 bonus for the first 300 users. New users get a $10 voucher plus VIP 1 access for 30 days. All you have to do is deposit and train to earn up to $1,000 in cashback rewards. Check out the link in the description and sign up. There's only a few days left for this big promotion. On the 1 hour chart, we can see that we flagged out here. We're coming up. 21 moving averages at 91,383. And look at this, double bottom on the stochastics RSI, and we still have a lot of room to get up here. This is why I'm expecting some move to at least 94K. I feel like that is possible. Again, anything could happen tomorrow. We could get a candle from hell and it could send us back down to 84K. But for the moment, this is what the charts are reading to us. Stochastics RSI in the 15-minute chart getting toppy. We're kind of far away from this 21 moving average at 91,427. I'm expecting a move up at some point, a little bit higher. Maybe we hit 93, and then we're probably going to have to cool off and wait for this 21 moving average to catch up to price. So guys, right now, as I'm seeing it, I'm looking for this 4-hour ascending triangle that I gave you guys yesterday to finish its measured move. I'm expecting some resistance at around 94,000, 94,500, or even at 95K, and then we'll see what happens from there. But right now, Bitcoin is starting to be bullish in January, just as predicted. All right, guys, so that's the breakdown. If this gave you clarity or a setup to watch, do me a favor, like, drop a comment, subscribe, and if you have a stock or crypto you want me to go over, drop it in the comment section. This is Flex Candle, where we read the candles and flex the moves. Catch you on the next chart.